What is up, my Matras Wolf 1, and welcome back to Final Fantasy XIV. Now we are here in Gridania for the next part of the quest. So, let's get to it. My thanks for coming, Arlia. When you're ready, speak with Conjure yonder. She will show us to the Lotus Stand. Nope, I don't want to click on my hunting hawk. The Alliance leaders await you at the Lotus Stand. Will you be joining them now? Well, duh. Of course I am.
Change has come to the Garlean Empire, and we must discuss the implications.
Okay.
The rumors are true, then? The War of Succession is ended?
It is. A new emperor reigns in Garlemald.
Oh, that's just lovely.
Who?
The birth and all too rapid expansion of the Garlean Empire is commonly attributed to the strategic brilliance of Solus Zosgalvis, yet he did not rule alone. Several members of the royal household also distinguished themselves during his reign. Nevertheless, it was the eldest son who stood to inherit the throne, until his most untimely passing.
I thought us fortunate when I learned that the Emperor had died without naming a successor.
Wow.
Would that the Garlean Empire had died with him.
Twas the grandson and his uncle who had the strongest claims, was it not?
Indeed, yet claims count for little without the power to assert them. High Legatus Varus Ye Galvus is a respected military leader, not so his uncle.
So, young Varus has torn the crown from his uncle's grasp and taken his place at the head of the Empire.
Oh, joy.
Given the troubled nature of his succession, the new emperor will require time to seal his grip on power. Yet have no doubt but that he shall, for there are none left with strength enough to oppose him.
Since the success of Operation Archon, the remnants of the 14th Legion and the forces occupying Alamigo have done naught but fortify their positions. But you can be sure they'll be ready to march on us again, if their Emperor gives the word.
When, not if. They say this Varus was so set upon Eorzean annexation that he spoke out against the Meteor Project.
Huh.
Plainly, the new emperor's intentions are of great concern to us all. I propose that we set aside the Cartno dispute for the present, and discuss what measures the Alliance might take to prepare for a resumption of hostilities with Garlemald. Moreover, I move that we re-examine the question of how our former allies in Ishgard might be persuaded to retake their place at our side. Could Eorzea but stand as one, 'twould deal a grave blow to our enemy's ambitions.
Twould, but it'd be hard to achieve at this point in time. What you thinking, Alphino? I just realized my mic was off the entire time.
Well, I suppose we should be grateful that they have finally acknowledged the inevitability of Imperial attack. Who knows? They may even do something about it.
5 minutes into the episode, and I just now realized that my mic was off for the entirety of the episode. Oopsie! Oh well. At least we started off with a cutscene, and not something else.
If only the leaders of Ishgard would follow their example and stop hiding behind their gates, praying for the coming storm to pass them by. But that is a discussion for another time. At present, I am more concerned by the fact that the Alliance's mooted preparations will be made known to the Garleans many moons before their coming.
Yeah, that's still a problem.
So long as the ivy eludes our grasp, no secret is safe.
Yep. It will not have escaped your notice that the nations of Eorzea are no nearer to being of one purpose, despite their protestations to the contrary. Plainly, the threat of a resurgent Garlemald is not enough to stir them. And the reason for this? Deep-rooted mistrust among the citizenry. The nation's leaders can come to all the understandings they like, but the unity means little and less to the common folk. Take the Lemesians, for instance. Though Admiral Merweb outlawed piracy over a decade ago, foreigners still picture the nation as a haven for grog-swilling, wooden-legged cutthroats. And, likewise, the Gridanians are mocked as hermits who talk to trees, and the Uldan scorned as swindlers who worship coin. Not that such sentiments are entirely without grounds, of course. Take the pillar of Uldan society, Telegiadaleji, for example. But that is beside the point. The fact that people are wary of outsiders, whether they have cause to be or not. On that basis, one could argue that the conflict at Karshno is a necessary evil. Each nation has its own warmongering factions that advocates the acquisition of Omega. In order to placate them, we must present something resembling warfare, and thereby curb their appetite for full-scale conflict. But enough idle musing. Let us speak of a more pressing matter: the Ivy. Since we spoke at the what are words? Since we spoke at the observatorium, Captain Ilbert has further shortened his list of suspects. And by happy coincidence, the one he deems the most likely candidate is lately come to Gridania. The hunt nears its end, Arlieth. All that remains is to corner our quarry. Seek out Ilbert near the Adder's Nest. He will give you the particulars. Should there be any developments in Kirthis, you may be sure that I will send word without delay. In the meantime, I wish you success in apprehending the Ivy. Alright. Take the Ethernet to the main plaza, please. Go this way. With my hunting hawk following after me. My thanks for coming, Scion. Doubtless the command has informed you, but we have unmasked the Ivy. From this point on, we must proceed with extreme caution. Okay. Shoot, I gotta sneeze. No! This is a bad time to need to sneeze. What is this? That is fancy. Wow! But no. Listen well. The spy we have been seeking all this time is none other than the Flame Marshal, Eileen Raubon's second in command. Prior to joining the Immortal Flames, she was a mercenary of no small renown. They say her skill with a polearm had to be seen to be believed. Of Ishgardian birth, she is the highest-ranked foreigner in the Immortal Flames, barring the Flame General himself, of course. When he informed the Gang Company, Raubon chose people based on their worth. Whence they hailed was of no interest. Montaire saw things differently, however. Having funded the enterprise, they reserved the right to reject candidates nominated for high-ranking positions. And 'twas no secret that they did not favor foreigners, Ishgardians especially, after the way the Holy See forsook the Alliance. Yet the Montaires did not raise so much as a murmur of protest when Royal was appointed to her post. Passing strange, is it not? Could it be that the Ivy has some hold over the Montaires? But these revelations are secondary to our current mission. Of foremost interest to us is Ryal's presence here now. As you may be aware, it is the duty of the Flame Marshal to command the Immortal Flames in the absence of the Flame General. While Raubon attended the Council of Alliance Leaders, she should have remained in the Hall of Flames. The woman has no business being in Gridania, yet she is here nonetheless on some pretense. She is up to something, mark my words. Even as we speak, I have a dozen men trawling the Flames' records for evidence of her guilt. But if we can catch her red-handed, we shall have all the proof we need. Which brings me to the plan. I have people watching the city gates, the airship landing, and the docks. Every point of egress. She cannot leave without our knowledge. All that remains is to shout at her until she betrays her true purpose. Can I rely upon your eye, Scion? I mean, you're asking a woman who needs glasses, but okay. You have my thanks. Let us go then, and take care not to alert our quarry. Okie dokie. Off to adventure! The adventure wasn't very far away! Royale is headed in the direction of the Blue Badger Gate. With me, Scion. Wet meat. There we go. Boop. And that. There we go. Sleepy. Oh, wait. Oh, no, I passed. Where are you? Past you. There you are. So Riel has entered the carving canopy, meeting someone perchance, or could it be she means to board an airship? pray, look for her within. If she is not on the upper floor, try the landing area below. One of mine is stationed there, and she may have seen something. If Hemi, oh my god, these names, is her name, I shall remain here and in case in case the lady reappears. Okay, go down. There you are. Hello. Aliador Oranir, such an unexpected pleasure. What brings you here? A social visit, you say? How pleasant. No, she didn't come this way. I've noted every passenger, and none bore any resemblance. Well, don't let me keep you. Nowhere to be seen, you say? And you are sure she did not board an airship? She could not have come back out either. Where in the seven hells could she have gone? The roost! How could I forget? Ralph, strike me down for a fool. I will search the premises. While I do that, I need you to speak with the men I posted at the 3 main gates and the pier. Find out whether there have been any suspicious activity, and then meet me at the Etherite Plaza. Okay. Simple enough. First one. Hello, second unit. You're tiny and adorable. Nothing to report at this gate, milady. No one resembling the suspect has been here, milady. Okie dokie. Let's go to the other gate. Maybe I should switch to Ninja. Ninja have speed boosts. Eh. I'll get there eventually. Eventually. Keep going straight. Just keep going straight. And for the last one, I can just go find an Ethernet shard and teleport to the pier. Nope, no. There we go. No, madame. The suspect didn't come this way. Given how little traffic passes through this gate, I would have noticed if she tried to slip by. Okay. Sprint! Run, Arlie, run! Oh, heck up. In I go. What's up? The suspect? Haven't seen her. Best check with one of the others. Oh look, it's the Conjurers Guild. Hello, Conjurers Guild. Nice to see you, but I must away. To the Lancers Guild. That's closest to Sweet Bloom Pier. Or that goes to Sweet Bloom Pier. It's a pier anyway. Hello. No, madame. A few Elzen women did leave on the last ferry, but none of them matched the suspect's description. Thank you. To the Etherite Plaza. Well, have there been any sightings? No. None at all. Damn it all. I turned the roofs upside down, but Ryle was nowhere to be found. Royale. The innkeeper told me she had availed herself a room, but no one saw her leave. She has donned some manner of disguise, of that there can be no doubt. But as to where she has gone... Hey! Greetings, good sir. Might I interest you in some Manchu tonic? A cup a day imbues a man with great vigor, if you take my meaning. Perhaps another time, friend. Wait, that necklace. You're a shinobi of Doma. The woman you seek has left Gridania by the way of West Shore Pier. She was attired as a merchant, but these eyes are not so easily deceived. You may wish to take your search to the East Shroud. Rest assured that we shall continue to support you from the shadows. Thank you! Thank the 12 of the Domans. Were it not for their unique talents, Royale would have disappeared without a trace. Doman Plum. Our hunt leads us to the East Shroud, Scion. I suggest we follow Royal's example and take the ferry from West Shore Pier. You will doubtless wish to make certain preparations. See to them while I go on ahead. I shall wait for you at Sweet Bloom Pier. No, etherite, thank you. To the Lancers Guild I go. Purchase passage, yes I do. There you are. This way, my friends. Yukiri! Your quarry makes for the Hawthorn hut. Very good. We must make haste. A moment, Captain. There is another matter which requires your attention, and most urgently, I fear. What is it? A short while ago, an Imperial squadron was observed departing Castrum Orients. They march at speed for the South Shroud. So they have decided to take action. Indeed, they seek to destroy the jamming device. An explanation is in order. You may be aware that the Garleans have their own method of communicating over great distances, while our ingenious friends at Garland Ironworks have provided us with devices which disrupt these communications, and we have installed them around the city-states. In doing so, we have made it difficult for Imperial agents to correspond with their masters. Of course, we do not expect the Garleans to remain silent. If they wish to communicate, they would find a way, be it via covert correspondence or secret meetings. Needless to say, we hope they would risk the latter, and Royale has not disappointed us. As a well-known face in the Immortal Flame, she cannot move about Thanalan without being recognized. It would only be a matter of time before someone saw through her disguise. 'Tis for this reason, I believe, that she has chosen the Black Shroud for a clandestine meeting. The Elzen are a common sight here, and her comings and goings are not likely to turn heads. However, were the jamming device to be rendered inoperative, Pearl would no longer need to meet her masters in person, and their planned rendezvous would almost certainly be called off. And we cannot have that. It would deprive us of the opportunity to secure the damning evidence against her, which is the very least we need if we're to convict someone of her standing. All rests upon the continued operation of the jamming device. It must needs be protected. If you could attend to this task, my shinobi and I will continue to observe Rael. Very well. Scion, I would have you intercept the Galleons while my men move to cut off the retreat. None must escape. Several of my countrymen have already taken up positions in the South Shroud. Seek out the shinobi at a quarry mill. He will apprise you of the situation. Alright, to the quarry mill! Away! Where's my teleport animation? Oh, there it is. That was weird. I think I have to go up. If I remember correctly. Run while you can. You'll find the person eventually. Ah, there you are. We meet again, my friend. I have no mantra time to offer this time, I'm afraid. As I believe you know, Imperial forces are in the South Shroud on a mission to destroy the jamming device. We must see to it that they do not succeed. So the crystal brace will cut off the retreat? Very well. My countrymen and I shall attend to the soldiers. Their infernal machines we leave in your capable hands. At present, the Garleans are in the vicinity of Ampedorki. Let us head there at once. Whoop. Okay. I'm on my magic cloud. Oh, purple circle of death. No, go away. I said go away. There we go. Oh, don't you paralyze. Don't you stun me. That's just rude. Rude. How about I stun you? See how you like it. Yeah, I didn't think you'd like it. Do that again. Oh, sure. Ah. Hello, Treant. How are you? And it should... Ah, there you are. You shinobi move quick, don't ya? That was the most impressive showing, my friend. As you can see, we too have not been idle. The Ivy will receive no warning of our coming. Now that the jamming device is no longer at risk, you may safely return to your hunt. Pray, rejoin Lady Yugiri. She awaits you at the Hawthorn Hut. You shall remain here and have a few words with this sorry lot. Nothing serious, I assure you. Just a spot of small talk. Okie dokie. Back to Hawthorn Hut. And then Yugiri is over here someplace. You okay? There you are. Hello, my shinobi friend. How are you? You doing good? Oh, no good thing. I am given to understand the mission was a success. Not a single Imperial soldier made it to our position. Thorough work as always, Scion. By way of reward, we can now turn our attention to Rael once more. What news, Lady Yugiri? My people report that she has departed for the Bramble Patch. So she means to go ahead with the meeting. Excellent. It is time to close the net around her. My countrymen and I shall lie in wait in the shadows. Tread wearily, my friends. No. Acceptable. Hello, Yugiri. Just beyond, Rael is in conversation with an individual clad in the manner of an adventurer, an imperial intermediary, no doubt. This is it. With me. Flight Marshal Elin Rael, you're under arrest for treason and espionage. You were followed, you bloody fool. Damnation. You are unarmed, my lady, and scarcely garbed for battle. But if you wish to fight, you are welcome to try. What is the meaning of this, Captain? Would you arrest me for strolling in the Clovewood? When last I looked, that was no crime, and neither was conversing with passing strangers. You would feign ignorance then? Very well. If you do think of something to say, there will be plenty of time to say it later. Come quietly, or I shall make you wish you had. I will offer you no struggle. After all, I have naught to hide. Even a warrior of Rael's renown could not have hoped to escape by force. Despite her claims, her surroundings does not bespeak innocence, but an awareness that her position is untenable. With the ivy thus uprooted, it is to be hoped that the tendrils she entwined around the immortal flames will gradually wither and die. Mayhap then the people of Ul'dah will have the grand company they deserve, but let us speak of the present. If I may ask, what will you do now, Arlia? Yeah, you know, adventuring, what I always do. Slay primals, save the world. That seems to be what I do. So the silence seek way into Iceheart's sanctum. Then I dare say you're eager to return to the Rising Stones. Pray, do not let me keep you. Fear not. My countrymen and I shall tend to the aftermath. You need not waste your talents here. And speaking of talents, you have been training in the art of the shinobi, have you not? The change in your bearings is quite evident, to me at least. I look forward to seeing you in action. Till next time, my friend. Back to Mortona! About bloody time! Welcome back, Arlieth. I understand that Elfino had a task for you. May I ask what it was? You know, it turned into a lot of things, actually. Charges of treason and espionage against Eileen Royal? I can scarce believe it. Could there not have been some manner of misunderstanding? No, it avails us not to dwell on it. Whatever the truth may be, we must trust the authorities to uncover it. Let us speak of another matter. I am pleased to report that we have made progress in our efforts to find a way into Iceheart's sanctum. Yes, tell me more. Okay. As you may recall, Iceheart used the Aetheryte in the depths of Snowcloak to teleport a short distance to the west, most likely to a sanctuary of some description. It is there that we suspect she means to summon Shiva using the crystal she stole from the House Fortong caravan. The heretics believe that they are bringing about a second coming of their patron saint, but if, as we suspect, they mean to hold a supping ritual of the kind employed by the beast tribes, it seems likely that the result will be something more akin to a primal. Suffice it to say, they must be stopped, and stop them we shall, but first we must surmount the obstacle that Iceheart has placed in our path. Ordinarily, it would be a simple matter to tap into the established Ethernet and thereby follow our quarry. However, despite our best efforts, we have been unable to ascertain the position of the Aetheryte to which she teleported. Our prevailing theory is that she destroyed the second Aetheryte upon arrival, a reckless, desperate measure, but also an effective one. After discussing the matter at length with Urianger, we have concluded that we lack the expertise to develop a solution. Which is why we have called upon the aid of one who does possess such expertise, a colleague of ours who is currently en route to Revenant's Toll from Charlian. She should be arriving within the hour, in fact. Since you're here, mayhap we could welcome her together. I am certain she would appreciate the gesture. Let us make our way to the northern gates and await her coming. Ugh. Words are hard. Words are hard. Okay. No. Eh. Never get her name right. Oh, I need to recast Protect. There we go. Nope, nope. Stop getting stuck on the Aetheryte. And here we go. Wait. Waiting. Cutscene.
Minfilia, am I right?
None other. I bid you welcome to Revenant's Toll, and thank you for traveling so far on such short notice.
As if I could ever say no to Urianger.
Moonbreeder is an accomplished Charlian scholar, and an authority on Aetheryte technologies. She has played an invaluable role in our search for a means to capture Ascian souls.
Charmed, I'm sure.
Nice to meet ya. Let us return to the Rising Stones at once, then. We have much to discuss. Yes, I dare say we do. Beep, beep, beep. Hello, Rising Stones. Boop, 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 boop. Here we go.
Moon! Gods, it's been ages!
Oh, longer, sister.
A joyous reunion indeed.
Well, of course it is. Moon and I are like twin sisters.
Save in appearance and aptitude.
Everyone, if I could have your attention. We have with us an esteemed guest who has come from Sharlayan to assist us. I bid Moonbreeder join us here that she might share with us her extensive knowledge of Aetherites. Also, as many of you are already aware, she has been overseeing our research into white auracite, a sample of which she has been good enough to bring with her.
Ooh, let's see.
Well, I had to come, didn't I? You'd have to be bloody daft to turn your nose up at a chance like this. Where better to conduct my final tests than a land so steeped in ether you can taste it?
'Tis plain the passage of the years hath done little to dampen thy youthful spirits. And nothing at all to reform thy youthful manner.
Hey, Yonshe.
Oriange, where in the hells have you been hiding?
Unhand me.
I come all this way, and that's what you have to say to me. I much preferred when you were pleading with me to drop everything and hurry to your side. What was it you said? None save thee can satisfy this need.
Go on. Thine artless attempts to misrepresent mine all too innocent motives do thee little credit. Mine intent, as well thou knowest, was but to impress upon thee the gravity of the circumstance. Lest thou doubt, a deiform entity shall shortly be summoned, save if thou and no other grantest my compeers thine aid.
You still haven't found it, then? Your missing Aetherite?
No.
We have not. No. We know that Iceheart teleported to an Aetherite not far from the first. Yet even after careful analysis, we could not locate the second beacon. We now suspect that the heretics destroyed the second Aetherite to impede our pursuit. Our allies continue to scour Snowcloak for Iceheart's sanctuary, but we have no guarantee that they will find it. Yet it must be found, for even now Iceheart prepares to call upon Saint Shiva.
Yep. That's basically
I'm
the long and
sorry,
short of
but
it.
if the Aetherite's been destroyed, then that's that. Although, you're absolutely sure she used the first Aetherite, are you? She didn't just use teleportation magics?
One of our own bore witness to her escape. I can say with absolute certainty that Iceheart used the Aetherite.
Yeah, that was me. Hi guys, I'm still here.
In that case, there might be a way, so long as the ethereal current is still flowing.
Truly? How?
Do tell.
We use the current to recreate the beacon.
Yeah, that sounds about right.
As you know, Aetherites are a bit like lighthouses. We use them to reconstitute our physical forms when crossing the ethereal sea. Without them, we'd lose all sense of direction and our essence would dissipate. However, we don't rely solely on these beacons. There are currents of ether which flow between them, currents which help guide us to our destination. Now, these currents will gradually dwindle away to nothing if an Aetherite is destroyed. But if even a sluggish flow remains, we could theoretically use it to direct a surge of concentrated ether towards the void left by the beacon, and thereby fill it up again.
Okay.
Like opening the floodgates to fill a dry riverbed. Though, correct me if I'm wrong, but would we not need a veritable reservoir of ether?
In concert, we might manage to channel a sufficient volume, yet that is not my chief concern. To direct the flow of so great a volume of ether with the requisite precision would be a nigh impossible task in itself.
I barely succeeded in facilitating travel to an unattuned beacon. That which you describe sounds considerably more difficult.
And dangerous. Every person who has attempted to teleport in this fashion has died in the process. They, however, did not have white aura sight at their disposal.
Okay.
I can use it to channel all the ether you can give me into the Aetherite. However, white aura sight cannot retain ether for an extended period of time, so we would need to infuse it immediately beforehand.
Okay. Then what?
Just so you know, I'd confidently give this plan better than even odds of success. And if the worst comes to worst, your people won't suffer.
Though it risked the lives of our best and brightest, we have not the time to seek other options.
Well, we don't, do we?
If the ethereal current still flows, we shall carry out Moonbreeder's plan.
And hope I don't die, right?
That's the spirit. Let's roll the dice.
Okay. Guess if we have to. I have already informed Alphino of our plan to recreate the beacon in the manner Moonbreeder described. He agreed that despite the inherent danger, it represents our only chance of success. He also said that he wished to meet with you at Snowcloak before proceeding. I expect you'll find him waiting there when you arrive. I want you to know that I appreciate everything you have done on our behalf, Arlia, and I have faith that you will return to us, as you always have. Thanks, Minfilia. Okay. To Kurthus. Away! Still sleepy. Go. Up. Here we go. That shouldn't take too long to get there. Don't care about the area achievements, dude. And I don't care about this fate. Let's look at that city. Pretty. Not there yet. God, sometimes travel takes forever. Wish I could fly in these areas. Can't do that. That's only for Heavensward and beyond. Damn it. Ugh. Flying would be faster. Heck, even swimming would be, even diving would be faster, but diving isn't until Stormblood. Yay! to see you, Elliot. I was starting to wonder if you were having second thoughts. Captain Ilbert sends his regards, by the way. He attends the interrogation of Eileen, Riol, and Uldat even as we speak. But I shall not distract you from the matter at hand. We can discuss the IV upon your return. I trust that, by which I mean to say, the others are waiting for us at the Aetheryte. After you, Scion. Aw, Alphino, you're worried about me. He's worried about me. Aww. Hey guys. What's up? There, it's ready. Huh, it worked, I think. Try tuning to the Aetheryte now. Feel for the current and try to locate the beacon. Okie dokie. And here we go. We have done all we can, Arlia. For now, let us withdraw. When your final preparations are complete, you must seek out the beacon we have created. If, by the grace of the 12, you arrive safely, you must stop Iceheart before she summons Shiva. Okie dokie. We cannot ignore the possibility that our actions have alerted Iceheart to our plans. Should that be the case, she may attempt to hasten the completion of the summoning ritual, and if she succeeds, we'll have little choice but to face Shiva in battle. Knowing little of this saint, I cannot say if your own strength will suffice, and so I would encourage you to call upon your allies. Some may have reservations about wagering their lives on the success of Moongria's experiment, but others will surely agree that desperate times calls for desperate measures. Ah, before you assemble your party, pray speak with that knight. I believe he has a message for you from Sir Emeric. Yes? Madame, Sir Emeric regrets that he could not be here in person and asks that I read to you this letter. Ahem. Ishgard faces an unprecedented threat, yet in our hour of need, it is not her knights who stand poised to defend her. Arlieth Orinir, the warrior of light, savior of Eorzea, your deeds this day shall not be forgotten. Where others would flee, you chose to remain. Where others would falter, you rise to the challenge. Where others would use their gifts for selfish ends, you wield yours in service to a greater cause. May Haloni bless you with good fortune and see you safely home. Yeah. And I'll leave off this episode here. See you for the trial. Later!